barber, man, you interact with, I mean, there's so many different people that come through. You have NBA players, you have NFL players that come through, you have lawyers that come through, you have doctors that come through. I mean, you know, you have people off the street, you know, prostitutes that come. I mean, it's just, the range is very large. You know, and the thing is, being a barber, you have to adapt to whatever customer that you have.
You got a lot of barbers out there that go to school, finish school, but do they really know calibrations? Do they really, you know, how far are they into it is the question. I've been cutting hair since I was 8 years old, and a lot of barbers are naturals. They started early. Some of them haven't. Some of them learned in school. But I find that barbers that started when they was kids, playing around with clippers, are probably the sharpest barbers out there.
I think the benefits of being a barber, excuse me, is, you know, because of so many different levels of energy and so many different people that you're talking to, I believe just basically adapting. I think a barber can adapt to any situation, you know, because being a barber, you have tons of situations that come in here, and it teaches you how to adapt. And it teaches you patience. It teaches you, you know, long suffering, as far as someone that don't want to listen and constantly nagging and nagging and nagging. But you learn to take a lot of things on the chin.
The most interesting conversation in the shop was probably, how did I get the people to come here? That's somebody. Basically, it's just sharp barbers and putting your word out there.
Well, you know, competition in a barbershop, I think, is the best thing that could ever happen within a barbershop, because without no competition, there's really no growth. For instance, I was a person that could not really do a whole lot of parts and stuff like that. And with some of these other guys that work here, they, you know, excellent in doing all the parts. And that made me bring my game up by watching them do that. I mean, you may have some that come in here that just want to, you know, maybe get a free cut or something like that and complain, but we try to satisfy everyone that comes in here. If one of the barbers mess up on the head, which is rare, you know, we won't charge you for it.
Well, the best part about being a barber, of course, is the money you can make, and how fast you can make it. But I think it's more or less being a people's person, because you got a lot of personalities, a lot of different attitudes coming the door. You gotta know how to channel it, you gotta know how to adjust, you gotta be swift with yours. And sometimes there's fights, but a barber's life is real exciting, you know. It's easy to go to the mall, spend a couple $100, come back in the barber shop in a couple hours and make it all back, you know. Well, this shop is in the center of town. It's the heart of Norristown, the Calvin Marshall. It took me 3.5 years to build this shop. Me and my cousin Paul, we started with nothing, $100 a week, going to Home Depot and buying materials, doing whatever. Eventually, we got done 3.5 years later.
We've been here for about, if I'm not mistaken, about 15 years. And the reason why we're still here is the customers. You know, barbershop is almost like family once you get to know, you know, your customer, and then, you know, they start talking about different things and we start talking about different things, and before you know it, we become, you know, one big family in here.
Yo, I'm Al, better known as D. Come see me at the Syle Gallery, Norristown, 550 DeKalb Street. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, I'm Paul Owens. Listen, if you want to get a fresh cut, you come here. There ain't no other shop like the Syle Gallery. Believe what I'm telling you.
If you look up in the sky like, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go.